Hey Daniel, how are you today?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you so much. You have said several times that you are not a full-time wrestler anymore. So, do you have any ideas on how would you like to finish your career, and do you expect to retire in WWE?
So I'm still a full time wrestler right now, but I don't think I'll be a full time wrestler for that much longer. But it's weird because I never even envisioned the idea of retiring. Like I want to wrestle until I'm old, and when I say old, I mean like really old. Like I love wrestling, right? And so sometimes I'm inspired by. I don't want to say sometimes. A lot of times I'm inspired by people like Jerry Lawler and Terry Funk, and even some European wrestlers like Johnny Saint, who will still go out there and wrestle, say in their 60s, maybe even 70s, and not because they need the money or not because of this or that. They just do it because they love doing it, right? And obviously, as you get older, your style has to change. I won't be able to wrestle like when I'm 50. I won't be able to wrestle like I do right now. And right now, I can't wrestle like I did when I was 25, right? So it's like you have to change and evolve. But one of the things, like I still have this deep down passion for this, and I enjoy it so much. It's hard for me to to accept this idea of like, I'm never going to do that again. Why? Why? Even if it's at some VFW hall in front of 75 people, I'd still go out there and do it for fun. So it's something that I really love. So the idea of like a full time retirement is completely foreign to me.
And what about your role nowadays? Is Daniel Bryan focused on building new and different stars in the roster?
Yeah. So that is one of my focuses. One of the things that I really try to prioritize is giving back to wrestling and giving back to WWE because it's given me so much. Right, like I've had an incredible life thanks to. I mean, among other things, I've had great parents, a great sister, great friends. You know what I mean? So like, even if I wasn't wrestling, I'd probably have a pretty incredible life. But I mean, when you look at the things that I've been able to do and places I've been able to go and things I've been able to see and people I've been able to meet, like a lot of that is because of wrestling and because of WWE and the idea of I have this concept, and it's not mine entirely, but I think a lot of people have this concept of whatever you do when you leave, you try to leave it better than it was when you got there. And so, whether or not I might not be a full time wrestler in WWE for much longer. And so, if that's the case, I want to leave it better than I found it, and I want to leave wrestling as a whole better than I found it. And so that's kind of my focus right now is like, okay, how do I, if I'm stepping away from being a full time wrestler, how do I leave it better than I found it?